thing is, Fernandes, and may disagree with me, Jerry. I'm not sure, Josh, what your opinion on this is, but since Fernandes has been at United, I just feel a lot of decisions has gone his way with things. Had Xhaka, here's the thing, has Xhaka done that same tackle to Fernandes, you can guarantee that he would be red carded. The commentators would be screaming their heads off.
Xhaka's got more of a reputation of someone who would pick up a card.
It was never talked about.
Yeah.
Never talked about. Never. The commentators didn't say anything. The media didn't say anything, not that I heard of, and this will just be wiped under the rug. And it's happened quite a few times with Fernandes' decisions going his way.
I disagree with that, man. I disagree with Fernandes. Since Fernandes come in, like everything, he got all his decisions his way. I think
I would say all, but he does. He does. I can literally already think of one. There was a game, I think last year or 5 or 6 months ago, I can't remember, against Aston Villa, I think it was, and it's hilarious. If you guys actually go watch back this game, I think United won 3-1 or something.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah.
Fernandes knocks the ball towards Aston Villa's box and tries some skill or something, messes up the skill, and he stamps in the process of the skill, because he was in the air when he tried to do the skill. He stamps on, I can't remember who it was, but one of the defender's legs. He stamps on his legs. As he stamps on his legs, he's just dived. He just starts screaming and falling.
I remember. Yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about.
He stamped on the defender's leg and got a penalty.
They actually got a penalty for that.
This is what I mean. He got a penalty for it. It was ridiculous. It should have been a free kick the other way. Fernandes really, in a way, I know it wasn't intentional, but it was reckless because he didn't control himself. He just sort of jumped up, failed to do a skill, and he just he studs.
If I'm being honest,
down the shin of the defender.
If I'm being honest, I didn't watch the whole game. I saw like the highlights, but I was a bit confused as why, in the highlights there wasn't these flash moments from these fouls or supposed fouls, because I was watching a watch along, and like. But judging by the fans' reactions, it sounded like something had gone on, foul after foul, and the referee hadn't given cards. And I was just thinking to myself, but in the days where we have VAR, surely there's less contentious decisions like that. If it's a foul, it'd be looked at and it'd be probably given. I just can't believe it. It didn't seem the referee did anything. Did he even look at VAR on these incidents?
Yeah, they looked at VAR. Yeah.
Did he? They didn't look at VAR for this decision.
Wow.
There was no one looked at VAR for this decision.
That's pretty astonishing.
I think that's down to the rules. I can't be too sure exactly what the rules are, but I'm pretty certain VAR can only really ever be used.
They're changing it all the time, mate. They're changing it all the time. But I don't think. I think that past the Bruno Fernandes, probably does get a few decisions his way, but then again he does get on. But on another day he can get decisions.
I disagree with that. I don't think many players can get away with stamping on a player's leg in the box and getting a penalty out of it, and also intentionally trying to injure someone by stamping on their Achilles and not getting a red card.
Yeah, but there's been a few players that have done that, and
not many players get that, and the players that do, I would probably argue the same thing, that there were players that got that advantage as well.
But I guess it's on the day. What the referee thinks on the day, and obviously he got away with that one. But I would have said that was a red card, though. If I'm being an honest person, yes, that was a red card offence. And there's no need.
That's why I personally say I wasn't too sure whether a draw was a fair result. I think with the way it played out, but no, because of that decision, the dynamic of the game would have changed completely. That was fairly early in the first half that happened. It would have changed the game completely.
And I think that's again that's another factor, though, isn't it? Of this decision, because it was early in the first half, and obviously the referee wanted the game to continue, wanted the game to be 11.
But I don't believe that, because he's just given a yellow card to Cedric for something nowhere near as good. It was just a minute before he's just given a yellow card to Cedric for a foul on Fernandes. So at least he could have given a yellow card, but he didn't even deem it worthy of a yellow card, and that's why I think it's a bit of a disgrace there.
It's quite interesting that people, because like Man United have got this reputation of getting penalties their way, getting this extra time. Like, obviously the days of Fergie time have gone, or have they? And then there's penalties. But it's just like I find it quite funny because as I say, we are in the days of VAR where things shouldn't be contentious anymore. If it's a penalty, it's a penalty. If it's not, then it shouldn't be given. Like there's a lot less contentious decisions now. But United still have that tag on them,
Well, how many penalties do they seem to be getting in the last year or so?
Yeah,
I mean, anyway, probably longer than that. It's just a bit ridiculous. I feel.
Off the top of my head, I just remember the Brighton game.
Most of them are penalties, though. The majority of them were actual penalties. You know what I mean? So
you look at other teams, though. There'll be so many decisions, though. I can probably find. If I gave a look, and as you guys as well in the recent years.
I can think of 2 games.
There's so many things that haven't been given penalties to others.
Yeah.
Or decisions gone the wrong way. It just feels like things just go the right way for United more than everyone else.
I think it's just being fueled.
The game against Brighton and that game against Aston Villa, they weren't penalties,
I think it died down when Fergie left, but I sort of started picking up again.
You're being fueled. No, man, you need to. I don't think it's just United. What's it?
Well, let's firstly see this. Do you agree? Do you at least agree that when Ferguson was manager, that you guys had generally an unfair advantage in most games? You had Fergie time. You were given penalties, free kicks. You were allowed to get away with terrible tackles. You would at least agree with that general principle when Ferguson was manager, that was the standard for United. You got away with a lot, and you got given a lot of stuff, and you got a lot of extra time.
Oh, come on now.
Pretty loaded question.
Yes, yes or no, Joey?
What is that question?
Can I just take you back, Joey, as well, to last season? I've literally just thought of this incident. But there was an incident in the Chelsea-Man United game. Yes, you did beat us 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. Yes, I will mention that. Yeah, you know the game last season when you beat us 2-0 in the league?
When Maguire.
Yes, that's the incident I'm talking about where Maguire he kicks Batshuayi. I don't know if you remember this, Scunda, but the ball went out of play and Maguire sort of fell over by the stands. It was out for a throw-in. But as he fell, he literally kicked out. It's kind of in a slow motion, but he did kick out at Batshuayi, and I don't think he was even checked. I'm not sure.
I remember now. Yeah.
I'm not sure if he was even checked.
Or throwing. Yeah.
Do you remember that, Scanda?
Yeah, but
I actually can't remember that. To be fair, there's a lot of things that United do, and some of it obviously. I can't remember all of it. There's too much to think about.
I don't think it's too United.
But it's crazy. I just feel like it was. Oh, why wasn't it checked? I'm just crazy.
I think Man City got away with things. Liverpool got away with things as well. You know what I mean? There's so many other clubs.
Liverpool, in a recent year or so, I don't think they got away with too much. I feel there was a point when Salah was diving at one point a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Salah was diving.
Other than that, not really.
A lot.
Oh yeah. I think
you can talk about diving a lot, but it's nothing in comparison to some of the United players in the last 20, 30 years.
No, are you having a bubble? Or are you having a laugh, mate? You're having a laugh. No, right?
I mean, look.
Are you saying?
Josh, you agree with me? You teams like Arsenal and Chelsea and other teams, we get away with stuff sometimes.
It does seem so. I mean, yeah, it does seem so. I remember.
No way, mate.
I remember Chelsea. I can admit, okay, I can admit,
My goodness.
Joey,
My goodness.
Joey, I can admit
Oh, man.
that as a Chelsea fan, Joey, as a Chelsea fan, right, I can admit that in the 2014-15 season,
He died for Arsenal.
Robert Pires, Bergkamp even, I bet.
I bet. You bet. You're just saying names now, and you're just thinking, I bet.
Yeah, but honestly, you're literally.
You know what? I feel. In order to be a United player, you have to be a cheat.
Sorry.
I feel like if you go to trial for United, they actually test you out, your diving skills, and
Really.
I mean, everyone remembers Ashley Young, right?
You know.
Really now.
Everyone remembers Ashley Young.
Look, you're a good player, but you just don't seem to be a good enough cheat to play for United, so you're not going to make it, sorry.
I mean, I can admit that Chelsea in the 2015 season under Mourinho, that's when they dived. And I think Ivanovic and Drogba were main examples. They did dive a lot. But that's the one season I can think of Chelsea doing that more than any other team. I think that was the one season.
Oh, mate, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely, that is a ridiculous claim. I can't. No. That's just
Yeah, but you must have had it posed to you before, Joey. I mean, it's not just us two saying it.